What a good y'all. It's your boy Antno back in the vlog. We is home. Um, See by the title, move on. Just go straight into it. My shit kind of quick for some reason. I don't know why it's like that. But anyway, so you know how people make mistakes against others, etc., etc. Um, and I'm gonna give my example, and then I'm gonna tell you what you should do. All right. So a couple years ago, in the second church service, mind you, starting high school. Um, at that time, I was I just came back from Israel, so it's like the next year, 2019. Before that, before we even hit the New Year, um, there was a girl in school I tried to talk to, cause why not? Being a player. So I talked to her whatever, and she was like, "No, heck no." I said, "Okay, no problem." So then, fast forward, we hit 2019, and how you call it? I was trying to talk to the girl from shit. One of the girl from shit, right, at the time. And so, 2 days after her birthday, telling her whatever, cake would do. And she was like, "No, heck no." But I kept going. For some reason, I just kept asking her, kid her, said, "Ooh." And mom got involved, everybody got involved, it was crazy, it was hectic, you know what I'm saying? But towards the end, I apologized, that's how I said, um, but yeah, even after that, they were, I guess, still upset. Um, and even like recently, still upset about it. And the thing is like, hey, the I mean, it wasn't painful. It was just more like, you could just, I was just being annoying and that's it. Because I was, I was doing too much. That makes sense. So, you know, but it wasn't like pain like, or like, it's the pain like, people would be crying, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't like that. But, you know, even like recently, like we go to one of the party, one of his sister party, right? And I'm trying to say goodbye, she's thinking I'm trying to thank for her. And she nodded her head no. But we said goodbye. And I was like, yeah, she's still upset. And even her mom, like, was saying hello and goodbye was obviously like no different than usual. And I was like, yeah, like she's still upset. And no, not that what had happened, they can't forget her, they just, could brush it away. But hey, it's the past. Forgive and move on. You know what I'm saying? They say they forgive me, but just moving on, you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? And that's just the point. Like some people, they hold grudges, they really do, for whatever reason they do, and it's just crazy. You know, no, I really don't do that. I don't even like, you know, I don't do those kind of things because it's like Kevin Hart. Why even still be mad at something that obviously the past. You know what I'm saying? And we also should just move on from being feeling guilty because that's just another thing. I remember about 2 years ago, my niece cousin had to switch the team, so I left early because I got sick. And then I was telling her older brother, like, yo, like, I feel bad, etc., etc. And he's like, boy, move on. That's 2 years ago. You good. We straight. She's happy. You happy. Everybody good. So you good. Nah, I bet. So yeah, like, it just would feeling bad. Like people, we should just also move on from there because with holding like some kind of like like regrets and stuff like that's just not. Hey, that just don't work. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. No, you can move on from being upset and move on from feeling bad. Pretty simple. Yeah, it's still gonna feel the pain or whatever, but in the moment, you should be like, well, it's the past. Let it be. That's it. That is it. You know what I'm saying? Because you don't want to just be like, to one even like really remember the past as being painful, and having to really still be upset, and then once you do forgive the person or whatever, like the person just gets this and that. Which that had happened. There was a teacher in the school, and he was telling me how his wife was mad at her dad for some reason for a long time, and then when she forgave him, he passed away like 2 years later. And I was like, God damn, that's crazy. It does happen most of the time. Like people, they just hold grudges until it's too late. It's obviously ain't nobody know when we're gonna die, but that's just the case. Like, why? I'm saying like, why do that? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can give an example like to even like, yeah, I could give an example to even have a reason to be upset, but like, now I remember that same teacher. Right? So I go visit the school. He's there. Um, a lady by the door there. The lady by the classroom there. We all talking whatever. We were talking about YouTube. Fast forward, conversation ended like crazy, crazy, really crazy. You know what I'm saying? I was like, wow, that's crazy. And yeah, I was mad at the time, but obviously now I'm good. I'm not forgave all three of them just for saying what they say because that's the past. And I hope good. Um, like there's certain things that people just don't understand. So we should just forgive them for that and just move on. We could try to explain to them certain situation, but we just gotta, just do what. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that's all I had to say. Move on. Move past the past. Move past the pain. Move past all of that, and go from there. Like, comment, subscribe, don't do drugs. Don't do crime, and stay safe. Peace out, gang.